Hey, Nazima. Happy Sunday to you all. I'm feeling much better than I did the other day when the weather started changing here in Houston. One of one of the rebel sons, is still odd saying that. One of the rebel sons was telling me to be so careful because of people doxing. And I can't say this enough, that don't you please never forget that I'm in Texas. People practically have more guns here than they have uh, cars. So never fear for my safety. I'm definitely not fearful of being doxxed or someone getting my address, because they come in, they're not going to leave the same way out. But needless to say, yeah, I'm good. How was y'all weekend so far? I'm in Houston, Texas. Um, I was laughing listening to QB's uh, earlier chat, and he was talking about Thanksgiving or the holidays and family coming over. And it was so funny because I like the idea, and I have hosted family before. When I was in a house, uh, I had a roommate, and we lived in a house that got flooded here in Houston. When we had the big flood, the house got flooded. So we decided that we would get our own apartments after that. But I hosted family for a holiday, and QB was saying some of the same things that I said, which was when you have people over, even family, I love for people to come over, have a good time. But y'all, I can tell you my family is a bit much at times because they be doing the most. You know, like you have that cousin that he's eating, but his eyes are bigger than his stomach. And this is not a little kid. This is a grown man that may fix a plate that's overflowing, and not thinking of other people that have. Don't think about me. Think about other people coming to eat after you. So this cousin would get all his food. Where would the plate be after he's had a few drinks? Laid on the floor, everything laid everywhere. So that's what I was talking about. I didn't care about people eating. Just be mindful that, go back and get more. You don't have to eat once. Go back and get more. But don't just over full, have your plate so full because it's like, okay, free food. I see it. I have to get it. It's free. Eat all I want. Keep eating. I'm full, so I'll just keep eating now. It's funny. Good afternoon, 777 Doreen. Hey, I didn't have to swim out, no, but we did have to have the firemen came, and they had a big amphibious vehicle, and they had to evacuate some of us in the neighborhood because the house only had like about an inch or two of water inside our house, but the street probably had about 3 feet of water, 3 or 4 feet of water. So everyone's cars in my neighborhood were lost. There was no car that was spared that wasn't like a big F-150 truck with huge tires that was in the garage, or like a Jeep Wrangler with big tires for off-roading. Everyone else's cars were lost. But I saw cars underwater, elderly people lost everything. Hey, Lady Ann, I'm trying to see y'all. I'm not. Liz, what's up? Y'all, I'm going to the infamous Goodwill right now. Remember when I told y'all about the Goodwill I go to? So I'm going there. I'm getting ready to buy me a little prop for my Tracy video today. I'm stopping by Walmart to pick up a little prop for that. Then I'm going to Goodwill to see what kind of get ups that an old gal could wear on. No offense, but I say that I'm saying it like, just in country knees. It's a country slang term. Okay. I'm at Walmart now. Ebony, hey Ebony. I'm not gonna say what I'm getting, but I'm getting a few things. And y'all, let me tell y'all what I do. It's so funny because when I think about my, um, what is the term for her verbiage is Matricenese sayings or Matrice sayings. Um, I'll think of something that she did and I'll go write it down. Like I have a little tablet and I'll be like, okay, she said this. Let me tweak it into, something that's similar to what she said, but I'll write it down real quick. So I'll have things, y'all, I have so much stuff written down. I'll be like, okay, I got to put this all in context. Let me. Tracyisms, thank you. I'm Cass. I appreciate. Cass, you are in Houston too, right? Doreen, let me tell you, I don't watch the whole video. I'll never be one of those content creators that say I don't watch them, or I do watch. I watch a lot of people. People I don't really like, I watch them as well. Because sometimes you have to see where people that are mentally unstable are coming from. So yes, I watch a lot of people. Hey, hey, Quita in NYC. Miss Brooklyn, 777, Lady Ann, La Chica. I'm sorry, I pressed something. Halo, y'all. I'm telling you, I've seen that. And I'm like, it was a few days ago, someone said what she could do for her coughing, or they said something about, Tracy, you may need to do this so you could stop coughing. She said, don't come in here talking like that. What are you saying? Okay, I'm gonna help you on your way out of here. See, you don't come in here saying stupid stuff like that. I saw the person said, Deja Food, hey, what's up? Y'all, I'm telling you, I have to wonder what type of people are so desperate for acceptance that they let a content creator just trash them like that. And she's telling them, it's like, you should watch how she treats other people because that could be you one day. She's sitting up and they'll be like, someone told her to get a cucumber and some ginseng and drink that. And she was like, I'm fine. It's just my allergies. I'm like, girl, it's been 3 weeks. Now you still saying your allergies. Stop playing. JLC, hey, I'm good. Hey, Janet Goodman. Um, it's not allergies, and I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. And I've been saying this. Tracy, she's probably working again, but when people work in the industry like that with hair, a lot of those places are not offering them insurance. And she's probably still like on a probationary period where she's only working a few days a week and they're not offering her insurance right now. She's like a contractor. I'm not that well versed in it, but I know hairstylists. And she doesn't have the money to get her medication. You know, meds can be expensive. Antibiotics. Hey, Brown Babe Smith. Yeah, she does sound like she has some type of viral infection. She could have a respiratory tract infection. She could have the coughing, the phlegm, just, you know, and spitting in towels. And I'm telling y'all, when she did that, I kid you not, I had made some chicken spaghetti. I was eating the chicken spaghetti, and when she did that, I was like, oh, oh my God. Oh my God, I can't. I was like, Rebel, cut this off. You will complete viewing her after you finish eating. Sherry, hey. Vitamin C, beauty, sweetie, sexy. That could be true. She could have walking pneumonia. Because that girl, that cough, that's not just when someone said, that's like, it's a lot of built up mucus. You can hear it. There's congestion. You can hear it all up in here. Hey, pray Purple Array. Hey, much love back to you. She needs to go to the emergency room. They'll treat her in the emergency room. Yes, they will treat her. They will treat her in the emergency room. Hey, dive in. But I don't think, hold on, y'all. I think she has an upper respiratory tract infection. What's up, Wally? Um, but I think that she needs to get medication. She needs to get it ASAP because it's going to get worse. Those home remedies are not going to work on that. Your grandmother telling you to go chew some snuff and suck on a lemon, that's not working for this Tracy. Now, maybe she needs to call 1-800 PET meds or get some type of prescription for that mess. No, I don't want to see. Listen, y'all, at the end of the day, let me tell you why I do the Tracy parodies. I do those parodies because she needs to see how silly and crazy some of the stuff that she's doing. If Tracy stopped doing this stuff to people and she said, Rebel, I'd like if you just stop doing this, I would, without a doubt, I would stop without a second thought. But I don't like when someone is zoning in, and just attacking people unnecessarily. She's doing some nasty stuff, and she needs to see how silly and crazy she looks. But I think she needs to get medication. She needs to go to the hospital. That's not funny, but she needs to get help. Jessica, hey. But I think she needs to get work. She needs to get help because that's this kind of stuff. Her immune system is very weak right now, it seems. So she needs to get go to a doctor, go to the ER, get help. Hell, ask your supporters to get help. They bought Wally a car and helped him in an apartment, right, Wally? So they could get Tracy some medications, and they bought Wally medication. You need to help her, Wally. Right. They cannot turn you away. I work in healthcare, and I know if you go to that ER now, that doctors, that bill may be high as a giraffe's arse, but she will get help. She will get what she needs. They bought her some food, but they need to buy her. She needs, get some. If she probably doesn't have the money for medication, y'all, or to go see a doctor. That's what it is. Oh, okay, Liz. I didn't think. I thought maybe if you got with some place like Supercuts or even Great Clips. I had never heard of Great Clips until I found out when they said she worked there. Oh, she said it. And y'all, you could tell, you could tell that she's very it's straining. It's a strain for her to be on camera. Her body language is very taxing on her. You could tell. Lisa Pittman, hey, that's why they pay well because of that. Hold on, y'all. But needless to say, Ryan's Blurred Life, Danja D. And you know what? I think a lot of herbal things may have helped Tracy in the beginning before it had got to this point. But where she's at now, she needs the help of a medical professional. I don't. I'm not in San Antonio. I'm in Houston, and we have free clinics here. But in San Antonio, I'm sure they have free clinics as well. Drinking water, yes. She needs to be hydrated. She needs to hydrate herself. She needs to rest, get rest, hydrate yourself. All this all this time on YouTube and not resting because y'all she's trying to make her money with these videos. The real I'm just saying, hey, I think it's I have empathy for people and woman I see this woman going through some stuff and she needs to get help. She's so Tracy is getting in Tracy's own way. She will shoot herself in the foot just to get at someone, and her pride is making her, be like, she's gonna be, I'm gonna outdo Five Babe, I'm gonna outdo Jay Wilson. So she's trying to show everyone that she's a big girl. She and when she's up, y'all, you can see her skin. She's probably sweating because her body is fighting this foreign virus. Her body's fighting against whatever is attacking her system. So when she's putting her makeup on, that's why it's so patchy, because probably she's like flushed and hot and probably sweating. So when she's putting that makeup on, it's not blending on her face. She's just probably putting it on because that's her normal routine. And this is not like back in the olden days when the villagers would sacrifice a virgin to her to keep her health. Nowadays you can go to jail for those kind of things. And she just needs to get some medication, real stuff. Lord forgive me. Okay, I'm sorry. But I threw that one in. But I really want this girl to get help. I would call her, but Teresa's the kind of person you call her, she'd give your number to everybody just to, be spiteful. You're at the beach. I wish I was at the beach. I'm off from work today and tomorrow because I work every other Saturday. Yesterday was my Saturday to work. What I do, Sherry? Oh yeah, if I call her, baby, I would be everything that walks on four legs and flies and crawls on the ground. Yo, she can dox me. Listen, I'm not one of those people that. What is she? When she pulled up the picture and she said I had cerebral palsy, I'm like, Tracy, there are people that really have cerebral palsy. That's not cute. Now, you don't see me talking about people with Down syndrome when referring to her, but for her to say cerebral palsy, you can clearly see me dancing and moving around in my videos. So how would I have cerebral palsy, Tracy? You saw a picture I took with Five Babe, and I was standing. I have bad posture sometimes. That's all it was. She said I had cerebral palsy because it was a picture I took with Five Babe when they were in San Antonio. And this woman she hates Jay Wilson so much. Jay Wilson knew nothing about Five Babe going to that job that she used to work at. None of us knew about that. But that's your fight with Five Babe. Stop making it like other people are setting, like Jay Wilson is behind. He's the godfather behind everything. He's the brains that's sending us out to do little devious things to her. Jay Wilson told me nothing about, he never tried to coerce me into doing anything against Tracy. It was me making up I'm not a follower. I'm rebel. You think I'm gonna follow someone mindlessly? Oh my God. And Wiley, Tracy used to talk about some of your antics on camera, like how you would have boogers and stuff in your nose and everything. But she's doing some of the same stuff now. Instead of underwear on her head, she has something else. But she was coughing in her hands. She was hawking up phlegm and scratching. I think I think Tracy's defense mechanism is lashing out at people. That you know, she she's gonna prove to people that she's not weak, and she's gonna be the baddest bee. So therefore, she's gonna show you, I'm gonna do you before you could do me. No pun intended, Wally. But um, I just think that she needs her subscribers need to really be real with her. And Wally, oh, I have something to say to you also, Wally, since I know you hiding in the bushes. Um, you were talking about I looked like I had came from a rap video, a rap shoot, or Lil Kim video shoot. Let's be clear on something. I am a professional person. I do dress preppy, and I can dress a little hip hopish, but not too much for me. But don't judge a book by its cover, because I'm very educated. I don't I don't have to broadcast my educational level because it doesn't make me better than anyone else. I can treat the person that's sweeping and cleaning the bathrooms just like I'll treat the doctors. No different. I've caught the bus like you caught the bus, Wally, when I was in between cars, or I had a car that got hit, or when I was younger. When I was younger and didn't want to pay on my bills, I had a car that got repoed. I was like 21, 20. I did have a car that got repoed at that age because I wanted to party. So, and paying a car note was like, okay, I'll get to it. And they picked it up. But I never put you down. I don't put people down that ride the bus because I was there. But please, my brother, understand that you're not dealing with someone that's not playing with a full fuse, okay? I'm sharp as they come, but I don't, like when BS did her Mess Express and Chopper laughing, talking about me and El Teddy were dingy or ditzy. And I'm like, Wally, y'all are a bunch of haters. Y'all come across as haters. Because, well, you weren't hating so much so. Let me say that. You didn't, but y'all tend to, for Halloween, let them do the TS Mess Express, and we'll do a critique of their show. Because Chopper, you can sit me side by side with you when I was 3 years old, and my intelligence probably would have been greater than yours. Wally, I would have probably been about 9 years old when I surpassed you. Now, you and I are good, Wally, but tread carefully, okay? Because my tree at Marquita, we could do like a video chat cam section. I said session. I don't know why sex came into the picture, because when I thought of videos and I thought about that. But my eyes are forever burned. Hey, Scoops of Plenty. Y'all, because when they're saying, oh, Rebel driving Lexus, Rebel had a Honda Civic, Rebel had a Kia. I've had different types of cars. I've had a Jeep, the Jeep that got repoed. I had an Audi. I've had Metro public transportation as well. What did he say? What wild? Did he say something back? I'm looking. Oh, yeah, Wally's in here. He hiding in the bushes. That's as close as he would get to my bush. But but Wally, you know what? You would grow so much. Wally, all I say to you is just stop being a lowlife and you'll grow. I'm not gonna mince words with you. You're just too thirsty. You're thirsty. Stop being so thirsty. People will respect you more and stop lying so much. He said the bottoms panel. And let's address that. Wally, you should be the last person calling someone bottom. Because, you know, you're forever known as the peanut butter parfait queen. If I want to get that, I'll go to Sonic. Okay. Now, girl, sis, you sitting up here painting these Picassos on people. Girl, that's not cute. In Texas, we call girls, guys like you, little mud ducks. You're a mud duck. Okay, y'all. Okay. I have to go back to a calm place in my center. But, and someone was acting like, you know, with VS doing the critique of our show because there's, you know, we can't talk about gay topics because we're not well versed in gay topics like Duchess Kelly Love. Duchess Kelly Love, he was right. He should be on the show because he's more versed in gay things than son. Well, I'll have you know, I've been in a few pride parades. I've helped organize different gay functions. I've seen people come and go that have been affected by AIDS through the my first coming out. I lost loved ones. I lost family members. I'm a gay man. I'm not bisexual. So, for you to say I can't speak on gay topics is ignorance. And Wiley, you know, you should be multifaceted. You know, you should be able to talk about anything. But we are the gentleman's panel. So yes, our subject matter is going to be mainly about gay men topics. But again, we could talk about things going on with politics. We could talk about entertainment. But we're a panel of gay men. It wasn't, there's not a lot of straight men in this sector. So what, 3% perhaps, 5% being, let me be a little generous, but there's not a lot of straight men. So of course our panel is going to be gay men. No. The day Jay Wilson tries to get Wally on the panel would be the day that I leave, because Jay Wilson wouldn't touch Wally with a 3-foot pole because Wally is too thirsty. Wally is very underhanded. I'm sorry. Wally's very underhanded. He's not trustworthy. I'm not a big fan of VS's by any stretch of the imagination. But how he did that group of people and he said he used them, I have no respect for that. I don't roll with people like that. Okay, wait, what is Rico saying? What are you saying? Where are you at, Rico? Let me find you, Rico. Where you at, Rico? I'm looking for you. Say something again. Let me see you. Y'all know. Come on, y'all. Be serious. You damn well know that Jay Wilson was not after Wiley. And if Wiley's going to be truthful about it, he'll tell the truth. Oh, okay, Rico. I see. You know what, Rico? I think that your heart was in the right place with everything that you have done. But Wiley's untrustworthy and he's despicable and he's a pig. So I wouldn't even really want to be on a panel with him. Jay could have, listen, I can't even tell you if Jay's carpet matches the drapes. He was really, when I met Jay Wilson, let me tell y'all my history with Jay Wilson. Let me give you a brief little backstory. I met Jay Wilson before he came out to everyone. I knew about Jay Wilson and I saw him out and about. But I respected this man enough that I wasn't going to out someone. And when Jay Wilson was coming on YouTube, I was supporting him. I wasn't saying anything about his sexuality until he said something. I'm not cut from that type of cloth. I don't roll like that. No, not Zima. He was not. He was at a club. Jay Wilson was out with a friend at a club. I saw him and I walked up to Jay Wilson and I said, "Hey, do you do videos on YouTube?" And he looked at me like, and I was like, "I like your commentary. You know, I'm a supporter. I be watching them, but I don't really say much." But Jay Wilson looked at me and he was like, he said, "Oh, okay." He said, "Thank you." And I was like, this asshole. And I was thinking, first off, I wasn't flirting with you. You were with someone. I was with my friends, but I was being friendly. But I understood where Jay was coming from later on because people are crazy as hell on YouTube. So the next day, I saw Jay Wilson at the brunch. Me and my friends and I were all at this brunch. And Jay Wilson was there. And while Jay Wilson was there, these little girls was looking and flirting. Look at the little girl. Well, not little girls. They're grown women. But Jay Wilson was at the brunch. And Jay Wilson came up to the table that my friends and I were at. And he was speaking. And he let his guard down. And he was really cool. So I understand now why he was like that with me, because he didn't know if I was friend or foe. He didn't know who I was. So that's why he reacted like that. And I told him this. I said, well, when I met you, I thought you were an asshole because I thought you were this cheerful, friendly person on YouTube, but then you kind of had like an attitude when I met you. But I don't think that he would be intimidated by Wally. Hey, LaShonda. Darren, did I say hey to you, Darren? He was not out on YouTube.
But you got to remember, and gay men have to remember this. Just because we're out, everyone's not at the same comfort level to be outed. I will never out someone because you have to respect people's boundaries. I would have never wanted someone to out me when I was like 19 years old. So how would I can't expect for people to be at my comfort level because I wasn't always at my comfort level. Hey, Queen Lady. It's not my story to tell. And LaShondra, exactly. Wally. I mean, not Wally. Rico. You're sitting up here and you see how that boy did you? Everybody's not gonna be like you and keep letting him step on them. I see who Wally is. He's never outright done anything to me, but he is spineless. He's spineless. He'll do anything. Do I think Jay Wilson is money hungry? Sometimes, yes. I consider him a friend, but yes, he do like the coins. But Jay Wilson is not going to do the dirty things that Wally does to get a coin. Now, Jay Wilson may do 20 lives in a day, yes, for his coin. But he's not going to make up some story on someone. Wally lied on ZT. I don't even like ZT, but that was wrong for him to lie and said he slept with the boy. That's what I'm talking about, Rico. He came back and made it like you were just so desperate to be with him. Wally would be blocked on everything. I wouldn't have anything to do with him if I was you. Okay, but the thing is, Rico loves Wally, but we don't love Wally like that. I can see Wally and how he moves. People in love with someone, that's like a person with an abusive spouse. They can come back and tell their family that this person is putting their hands on them, and we're pissed because you're telling me that you're my family member and your man is beating you. I can't stand him now. But when you take him back, you have to remember you told us that he beat on you. So we're not going to fall back in line like you did. No, I don't like him now because he hit on you. This is what I'm saying, Rico. When a person is showing you who they are, believe them. Wally can be entertaining, but Wally will lie he will lie so quick. So you notice these people that have these similar traits have all started banding together. There's no honor among thieves. These people lie so much that they see a kindred spirit in each other. And the thing is also, you have to love yourself enough to walk away from someone. I was in love with this person. We were together for years. But, and you know, I'm very I tell my story and I have no regrets. But I came from a family where alcohol abuse was rampant. This person I was in love with in a relationship had a drug addiction problem. I didn't know it until after we had been together a while. But I knew that I loved myself enough to let him go. I can love you from a distance, but I love myself not to put myself in this environment with you. And you have to have self-love. Now, when we say self-love for Wally, that means a whole different thing, and we're not gonna go into that. But I Rico, my brother, it's not worth it. And Natasha, you're right. You live and you learn. Rico, you're gonna come into your own, and you're gonna come into your own, my brother, and you'll flourish. If you just discover who you are and your real potential. And Rico, I can say that sometimes you can see the good in people, but you need to also see some of that BS that they doing as well. Because seeing the good will cause you to be a doormat for a long time. Hey, so glamorific. Um, but that's it. See the good, see the truth, but understand that your sanity is worth more than that. I dated someone before, and all my friends couldn't stand this guy. And I said, you know what? I see the good in him. He's a good person. Of course, I didn't know that he was going to bathhouses and sex parties and having sex any and everywhere while he was in a relationship. But I told my friends I wasn't searching. I don't search through people's phones. Don't go looking through somebody's phone unless you're ready to let them go. So when I was ready to be done with him, I went, back, it was some years ago, you could see when someone sent a text message, and I said, okay, so he want to play this game and cheat on me. I'm going to start cheating on his ass also. We're going to both be cheating on each other. How about that? So what happens was, it's so funny because people that do the cheating, they can't take when you give it back to them. So he was cheating. I was having my fun too. So we were basically both roommates at that point. And he got mad one day because he was like, I was like, well, have a good day at work. He said, you off today? You didn't tell me you was off. And he was leaving and going to work, and I usually leave before him. But he was like, you're off today? You didn't tell me you were off. And I was like, oh, I decided at the last minute. And he was like, I hope you ain't out in them streets doing anything. And I just started laughing. I didn't say yes or no. And he said, oh, I hope you're not doing nothing out in them streets. I said, well, are you doing something out in those streets? And he was like, what the hell, what kind of effing question is? I said, wait. Back up, my brother. Now you get that bass out of your voice. Now, are you doing something out there in them streets? And he was like, no, I don't do that. I'm not a hoe. I'm not a hoe like that. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, have a good day at work. So he go to work. I just didn't even care at that point. And I did have a little Scooby snack on the side, I'll say. And he came home and he went in the trash can and saw stuff that we had threw away, stuff that you need and you use. So he was like, so you was effing somebody, you F somebody? I said, well, if one's doing it, why can't we both be doing it? He said, I know you ain't sitting up here telling me that you sleeping with somebody. I said, boy, if you don't cut all this extra, and I said a few other words that I'm not gonna say right now. But I told him, listen, I am not some woman, no offense women, that's dating some guy in jail that's sitting up waiting on him to get out, and she's like, I'm not doing anything, I'm waiting on him and he has 20 years. No. I said, I know you've been sleeping with other people and I saw it in your phone. And when you started effing other people, I started doing it too, because I wasn't gonna sit back and be twiddling my thumbs. And y'all gotta remember, this was like about 15 years ago. But I was younger and naive. So Rico, you'll grow. But he wanted to stay together. And he was like, let's work on this. And I was like, no, it's been over for months now. So it's been over. I told him it was over for months. And okay, it's on. Not Zima, now you know better than that. Of course I'll cheat on you. But I won't cheat on you. But I'm a relationship oriented person now. Just like when they made up this story about in San Antonio, it was going down. Wasn't anything happening. Did people flirt with me that were there? Yes. I wasn't interested, because I am dating someone. But I don't want a man living with me. You have your place, I have my place. You can come over on the weekend, you stay some days, I go to your place, stay some days. But don't leave no extra clothes over here at my place. You go home. Noxima, you gonna put a color on it if you keep asking these questions. I'm just playing. I was channeling Jay Wilson. No, y'all have to remember, I'm an open book when I talk about my life. This was like 15 years ago. I'm not that person now. Hell, I had girlfriends at one time when I was in high school, but I'm not that person now. But I wouldn't do a person like that. And y'all, you know what? I like the idea of a relationship, but I'm not interested in the work that comes with it. Because people it's cute to say you have a baby. Oh, that's my boo, that's my baby. But y'all, I like my alone time. I know, glamorific. But I think that you can't tea on me because I spill my own tea. I'm friends with all of my exes. I'm friends with them. Do we call each other? No. But we can see each other and hug when we see each other. There's no bad blood. We're mature. We've matured. It's not, I was in a with that person that started the drug abuse. I've never been in an abusive relationship. Yeah, I'm a Virgo. Thank you for coming in, Rico. Um, I'm a Virgo, and I think that September the 7th is my birthday. So like next year, if I do when I'm doing my videos, before they say, "Oh, he's just saying his birthday is around the same time as Labor Day." My birthday is September the 7th every year. Before y'all, how people be like, "I think he's just saying his birthday." My birthday was around the same time when we did our meet and greet. I just wasn't telling people because sometimes listen, and I tell younger people this all the time, and like the girls in my family, if they're having boy problems or, my nephews having girl problems, but mostly the girls and younger gay men, I tell them, a man will sleep with you before he buy you a burger at Jack in the Box or Burger King or McDonald's. They'll sleep with you first before doing any of that. So be mindful. Make never make a person a priority when you're only an option for them. I'm telling y'all, this ex I had, he would drink, the drug abuse and drinking. I've been around people that did drugs, but I never did them. I never did drugs because I grew up around people drinking. I can't say that enough. There was a lot of alcoholism in my family. So it made me say I would never want a substance controlling my body. So I never, um, as a teenager, I did start hanging with some of the neighborhood kids, and we'd be drinking and smoking weed. And I didn't even smoke weed that much, maybe a few times, and I didn't like it. And you got to remember, this is when I was like 16 years old, running away from home, doing stuff I wanted to do, thinking I was grown. Um, but I'm just a light wine drinker and like fruity mixed drinks. I don't even drink hard liquor. Um, and yeah. Oh, he tried to hide it. And read The Heart of Philadelphia. I grew up and I told my story. We lived. I I'm not embarrassed of where I came from. No one could ever embarrass me because it made me be the person that I am. We lived with relatives sometimes. We had lights cut off at times. We had water cut off at times. My father was out doing God knows what. Um, but we had no stability. I didn't stay at a school longer than a couple of years. We moved a lot. We were like gypsies moving. So I said I didn't want that to be me as an adult. I saw that. I saw what the abuse of drugs and alcohol could do to a person. It just takes your life away. You're still walking around, but you're lifeless. Longview, Texas. Uh, I know I'm 2 hours and like in 15 minutes from Austin, 2 hours and 40 minutes from San Antonio. I'm 4 hours from Dallas. I don't know where Longview is. And it taught me to be a survivor and to be appreciative of all things. Um, I'm not, people can, gay men are so caught up with fashion and name brand clothes and this and that. I have some things that are expensive, but I have some things that I got really cheap. I look at things that last a long time. You know, I bought a leather weekend bag. Someone I knew was like, why don't you get this Gucci this? Or you can get this Louis Vuitton bag. Or you could get this Femi or Foamy, Toomey. Toomey. He was like, you can get this Toomey bag. I was like, well, the Toomey bag is $800. My leather weekender bag was $300. But it's leather. It's gonna last forever. I take care of it right. Um, it's gonna last forever. But I don't spend, if I buy boots or something, I may spend money on that, but just shirts and pants, I'm not spending money like that on that. Hey, I need a haircut, but I'm not gonna show you the top of my head. You see all this new growth? Um, and that's some of the, I had dreadlocks. My hair is short, but I need a haircut bad. Um, but also, I think that me witnessing, are you gonna ask me to show my tatas next? I'm not doing request. Um, but I think me seeing a lot of things that I saw as a kid, and when we had the gentleman's panel and everybody was up in arms talking about, oh, Rebel was talking about it's okay for people to touch on each other, and who does that? The point, what I was saying was little, not a grown-up touching on a child. Little children may experiment by touching each other, and they don't even really know if it's sex or not. They don't. That's nothing. I'm speaking in general. And if you be real with yourself, you do know, and not even just your little, I'm talking about people you're around that's your age. You're maybe 8 or 9 years old. But they made it as if I was saying my family members and I slept together or something. That wasn't the case. Yo, wait, hold up. What's going on? Paige, I can't stand you.
Pixie, Pixie, be nice. I'm seeing your comment now. Pixie, now, y'all, we're not gonna listen. If anyone's gonna be doing any attacks, it's gonna be me. Pixie, don't start that. Okay, thank you, Pixie. Be good. Be nice, Pixie. Hey, Spill It Boy, what's up? Tweety, Tweety, you do know we have to do we have to have a gathering here in Houston. Hey, Trina. But I think on the gentleman's panel, we all have our own perspectives. Also, we're not one monolith. We're not. And I was talking about this before, James. I have a very similar outlook on things like you, and more so, I think I have an outlook on life with you, and then when it comes, because people don't understand, in our lifestyle, there are many different little subcultures in the gay lifestyle. Hey, come get me. No, I didn't read it. Let me see. I didn't see it, James. Let me see. You was trying to offend me by saying what? What you said, heifer? I. Now you know James, how we. Babe, I love me some James. James is so baby, he be reading and still be classy. We all, there's so many different levels in the gay culture. Like James was talking about this before when he said certain people may like that type of gay, but not this type of gay. And I've experienced that because I've had people tell me they liked me because I wasn't as flamboyant as those queens because they do too much. And I said, well, maybe that's who they are. That's just because I had to look at it. Me coming out as a gay man, I had that type of heteronormative idea. But we're all under the same, we're all gay men, and trans women, lesbians. I mean, because my gay is no better than James' gay, or Jay Wilson's gay, Teddy's gay. Now, my gay is better than Wally's type of gay. But I think that it's people's comfort level. Some people want you to appear straight. They're more comfortable with that. A trans woman is almost like, oh my God, the enemy has infiltrated our group. Like there are trans women that are so what James called them daywalkers, because they are not clocked. They can't be clocked.
So when people find men get angry, or women even get angry because they're like, she should have told us that she was, or why should I tell you? That's not, I don't owe you that. And I respect the gay person that doesn't want to come out. There are a lot of DL gay men because of their families or their jobs. Okay, spill it, boy. Right. His um but and read the Heart of Philadelphia. My best friends stay in Philly. And I had a great time, but the only thing about Philly is they will tow you so quick. Oh my God, we were walking away from the car and they were already about to write a citation. Wally is entertaining, but also watching crocodiles be fed is entertaining as well, as long as you don't fall in the water with them while they're being fed. Oh yeah, I will definitely let you know, because that's one of my best friends and we've known each other almost 20 years, at least 15 years. But um I think that y'all, when I was younger, I had an older gay cousin, and my family's not homophobic, but it was some of the body language and some of the little laughing and the little looks that they would give him when he wasn't looking, that 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 nurtured my identity, which was, I looked at gays that were so flamboyant like my cousins as being less than me. I was a day walker, but in a different aspect. I was a day walker because I wasn't one of those gay people that got harassed for being gay or called the F word. But had I been the F word, yes, I have been called that before, when I was out with friends and I was at the point where when we were first coming out and I was with my gay friends, we were ready to fight quick like that. We were like, okay, you calling us weak, and you think because we're gay men that we're gonna be beat down, but you have to realize gay men have had to fight for a long time. A lot of gay men, that queen that have a wig on and looking like she Marilyn Monroe, will beat you down like a hood rat dude. You know, that's a stereotype. You thinking like a gay man, you hit them and they'll be like, oh my God, you hit me, stop. No, you got to remember, they've had to develop some toughness as well a lot of times. And in the comics, y'all, I mean, in the comments when we were talking during the gentleman's panel, and people are saying like Rebel Son is just ready to go. He's like, I was under the weather, and I took some Alka-Seltzer because the weather changed here in Houston. So I wasn't sick, but I felt like my body was changing with the weather, because you got to remember, it went down to like 50. Look how it looks today. There are people walking look at people walking with shorts and stuff on. Y'all, I'm just sitting here. I'm sitting here in this parking lot on my phone. It's okay. But I think that people read into everything that you do, any look that you have, because they be like, look at James don't even want to be there. And I'm like, James has expressions like all the time. So where so this one time you're seeing this look, so you thinking James and someone's at it? Well, you know what, Pixie? This chat may be interesting because notice I'm not blocking people, and people having differences of opinion are not getting yelled at over here. I'm not yelling at anyone, and I'm not throwing a temper tantrum as a grown man with a child's mind. What discussion? I just could never understand that. And back to this content creators discussion we had earlier. Why would you think it's okay for a content creator to talk down to you and belittle and embarrass you in a chat room and you're a supporter? That's a You need to really sit on someone's couch when you think that's acceptable. Someone yelling at you and you're trying to win their approval. And this is for all content creators that do that. You look at how people treat others. If that content creator is thinking it's cute to drag someone over the coals, always keep in your mind one day that could be you that they're dragging over the coals and people are laughing at. It screams insecurity. It screams an egomaniac. It screams low self-esteem. I think that you can respect people and have a difference of opinion. Jay Wilson, let me give a good example. Jay Wilson, he's very religious. He went to school for theology. You may not agree with him being a bisexual man that's a pastor, but you're not his judge, and you don't have a heaven or hell to put him in. I'm not into organized religion in any form. I'm spiritual. I believe in a higher power, but I'm not into organized religion. Jay and I have a difference in that view, but I respect him. QB is he's into hip hop and stuff. I'm not into hip hop, but he gives a perspective in that regard. QB is an educator. Not QB, El Teddy. El Teddy is an educator. And even in our conversations, that all him being an educator always comes through. Even in basic conversations, he's throwing big words out that some people may not understand, but that's just who he is. Now, and James does his Melange Treasure, and he does his things. He can give a perspective for being a gay man in the lifestyle longer than us, and he's witnessed a lot of things. James was there, I'm sure. I came out at the tail end of the AIDS epidemic. I came out like right when they were coming out with medications and stuff, and I saw people that didn't get that chance to get the medications dying off like that. They were leaving. If you didn't see a person in 6 months, a lot of times they had passed away. So James could have seen a lot of things going on before I would have seen, and I could get his perspective on things like that, and everyone can. But and Jay Wilson may be older than me, but I think I may have more experience in the gay lifestyle than Jay Wilson, because I've always been a gay man. I never came out as bisexual, because I think when I told my father, and this is the thing that gay people do, a lot of us sometimes, when we first come out, we'll tell our loved ones that we're bisexual just so that it's a softer blow. And I told my father that when he said, he asked me about was I gay, and I was like, no, I'm bisexual. Sharona, I'm not gonna debate with you on the Bible, because that right there is a can of worms I don't want to open, because I'm very passionate on my stance, and you may be as well. So people can say the Bible was an example, something that was beaten to slaves, and they followed it by listening to their white masters. So you've been conditioned much like a dog to obey your master. Some people may say that. I have loved ones in my family. My father went to school for theology. My father loves me as his gay son, because he knows where we stand with that. My father had never been like homophobic or anything, because he had an uncle that died from AIDS. My grandmother's brother passed away, and my grandmother's brother was going through changing to become a woman, but he died when AIDS hit in the 80s. I never met him, but my father loved his uncle, and he would never treat his child like how his grandmother treated her son. But so I mean, the religious debate could be something that's really fiery. Yeah, when you say bisexual, you do give them hope. But I had girlfriends in high school, and did I sleep with girls? Yeah, I did. But physically, you can make yourself sleep with anyone. Mentally, I knew I was a gay man. Pixie, now didn't you say you was gonna stop that? Paris is Burning is so, oh my God, I love that. Natasha Malone.
Now you know y'all be a Jay Wilson thing cutting up like this sometimes too. Now y'all behave yourselves. I think some people don't view sexuality in terms like others. Some people are sexually fluid. Am I sexually fluid? No. I can't tell someone who's like that how to be because I'm not like that. I view bisexual men as people that are, open to different things that I'm not open to. But that makes them no less of a person than myself. And some women do like bisexual men. You must haven't been on Pornhub. But shout out to Wally again. I think that ooh, my next business is to get me some moderators. I'm gonna get me about 3 moderators because y'all be cutting up. But when I do get moderators, me and my moderators are gonna have each other's phone numbers. I don't believe in moderating people and we're just YouTube people interacting like that. For you to be a moderator of mine, I have to have some type of relationship with you. Beauty, right? These pastors are doing everything. Some pastors are like snake oil salesmen. You know, they've learned the art. They've got they got it down. It's an art for them to talk a certain type of way, and they're screaming and they're just like making people feel that. I knew pastors that would go in there and preach so good, but they sleep with anything that sat down to pee. I remember, and I've had women to approach me. This one woman was like, "You got pretty eyes." I said, "Oh, thank you." And I didn't think much of it. She's like, "Is you married? Is you married? Is you married?" I said, "No, I'm not married." And she was like, "Oh, okay. Are you dating?" And I was like, I see where this is going. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, here we go. Whew, okay. So she was like, "You don't have no girlfriend?" Like, I said, "Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I play for the same team." And she was like, "Huh? You and I have a similar interest." Hmm? I like cock. You sweet. Oh my God. Uh, I said, "I'm gay. I think you're pretty, but uh, you're nice, it seems, but I'm not interested." Because you know what? I don't want people. I don't lead with my sexuality.
You'll meet me and you can know me as who I am, but I don't meet a woman and say, "Are you bi? Are you a lesbian?" I don't need to know that. I'm looking at you for face value. If you're trifling, I don't care if you bi, gay, but you know what, Pixie? I ain't gonna. No, Pixie. Now we not gonna have a Wrench and Tracy relationship that you gonna behave yourself over here. I'ma need me about 3 moderators. I don't believe in having a bunch of moderators. I don't like all that. That's just too much. I can get some good moderators or I'll handle it myself. But I would like for people to respect others when they come over here. You can roll with VS, you can roll with Tracy, you be Babe Nation, the Rada lives, New Kids on the Block, Wally's group, the Librarians. I don't care, but you still, you just have to respect someone's platform when you come over here. Y'all can't be going back and forth like that. Disagree. I'm not like over there and those people that like to see people fighting in their chat rooms, and I'm not. I don't roll like that. I don't. That's an energy that's draining. It drains me to have to break up fights and stuff in the chat room. I know people are not gonna like each other. I don't roll with everybody, but just respect each other when you're in the chat. Now y'all can go in the alley and fight behind the club and take your heels off and have razor blades in your bras and stuff. Then y'all can do that after the club, after you had a few drinks, and then y'all do it then, but not here. Y'all, my phone has got 5% and it's getting cut off. I can't believe I've sat here and talked sitting in this Walmart parking lot. I'm doing my new tree video today. I'm going to Walmart and I'm going to the Goodwill store, and I will be